What's going on, everybody? Sorry for the little delay. We were trying to do something, and the shit is just not working correctly. What we were going to do is just rant and play some Uno. Well, me and Danker would have, but network is probably not is evidently not want to work with us. So it's just going to be a rant and just do what we normally do here on Dysfunctional Family. So, guys,
Yeah.
welcome to another episode of Dysfunctional Family Saturday Night Show. So, like always, we got the TKAT. We got Roberto back in the house.
Roberto.
And then returning is Dankersun, a.k.a. the Dank Tank, a.k.a. Danker is a faggot.
Boom! What up?
So
What's up, everybody?
give me 1 second to pull up a chat. As there ain't a whole lot going on in chat, we do have CVJ. Yeah, we had a bit of a delay, but we just said screw it. We'll deal with it later. Hope maybe the next weekend we'll get that shit figured out. So why don't we get on with what we are vaping on and what we are drinking on, which I've already dipped into my stash quite a bit. So yeah, but always rule of the house, ladies first. So TKAT, what are you vaping on and what are you drinking?
I'm using my Steam Crave with my Fire Luke. And my flavor of choice is 100. Keep it 100 blue.
You're welcome.
Oh,
I'm
no.
helping you with a lot of things.
So pass it on, TKAT. Who do you want next?
Roberto.
Okay. I've got the Reload SRD on top of the Unimax 25. I'm vaping some.
I'm using my Steam Crave
You're welcome.
with my Fire Luke.
Sorry. That was me. I thought I had
And
muted.
my
Anyway, DIY Apple Tobacco Menthol. The Recurve Dual. Same situation, same juice. And then I've also got the Exceed Grit with some tobacco Nick salt.
Is that it?
Yep.
Okay.
Take it away, Danker.
Oh, I'm using my Squid Industries detonator with the Kylan M, which, thank you, by the way, Monster. This thing has gotten much better since I switched back to it the other day, and it finally is tasting much better. And I am vaping on, it's over on the shelf right now, is my Magnetic Worm. Tastes like gummy worms. And with the occasional shot of the 12 Monkeys Harambe.
Yeah, you're not.
And I am also drinking a mixture. I'm not drinking straight. I'm drinking straight from the bottle, but it's a mixture of my Crown and Monster. Which, note to self, don't throw it back into the freezer when you're done. Yes, and the blood of the innocents as well.
Yes, Stevie J, these are some tiny headphones. Of course, when they are planted on a big head like mine, yeah. So
Need to get you a bigger headset.
So what am I vaping on? Well, let's see here. I got my Steam Crave Titan PWM mod with the Steam Crave Glass V2 on top, and within it I do have some of Vaporhawks Anonymous Alien Coils, which, by the way, if you go to Island Vape's distribution to Vaporhawks Anonymous, use coupon code MONSTERMAN, you get 20% off. So go check him out, guys. He's a really cool dude. He makes some really good coils. And I am vaping on, I can't discuss the juice, but it is a blue raspberry. And what I'm drinking on, well, I think we all know me. Got my beer.
Bear.
About 25 cans
Beer.
to be exact in the cooler.
Jesus Christ, man. Christ almighty.
This is I don't give a fuck day.
Of course, after last night at work, it's a no fucks given.
So why don't we say hi to some of the people in chat. Real Stevie J, how you doing, brother? Always good to see you here in chat. And we got Leanne.
Man.
Almost to Bullhead, Arizona. Then I change clothes and head back to Vegas on my Harley at high speeds. Ooh, Harleys. So we definitely got a few things to talk about this time around. One in particular is an event that me and TKAT were really looking forward to.
Oh, oh, oh.
Yes, Danker.
And me as well.
Yes,
I
you
was
as
very.
well. MVE, Midwest Vapor Expo, which people on this channel knew that me, T, and Danker were going to go on to and just have fun, hanging out with people. Less than 3 weeks before the event was going to take place, they decided to cancel. I was on the phone the other night. I got to leave work early, and I was trying to upload my Cave Talk vlog, and I was having an issue with the editor. I called Jared. We were talking on the phone, and as we were talking and he was helping me out, my phone vibrated, and I looked at my phone. I had an email, and it was from Midwest Vape Expo. And when I opened the email, it said that your money for your ticket has been refunded. This event is canceled. And around the same time, Jared had got the same email, and then when I told TKAT, yeah, it was definitely a clusterfuck and a half. I'm sure a lot of people have saw Jared's video about that. It fucking sucks. I mean, because, and it came to find out, I heard from Vaping Joe M that they did not have enough people buy booths or rent booths to cover event costs.
Wow.
And it is a shitty because I took the time to make sure that I was going to have the time to go up there. TKAT, you took 4 days off of work to come down here for that event?
Sorry?
You took 4 days off of work?
Yes.
To come down here? And a bunch of people were, we had Mike the Vaping Ape, who was going to come down from his state, or come up, and to meet us, all of us. Joe M, he would have been 10 minutes from the event, so he could have came out and met all of us. And just out of the random blue, they decided to cancel it. And they did not give a proper explanation on why they canceled it. When you go to their webpage is almost entirely taken down. The only thing there is a little box with a message saying that we are sorry we had to cancel. We're still gonna fight for advocacy. It's just like, get fucked.
At that point, yeah. I mean, so you're going to fight for advocacy? Yeah, you're going to cancel the show? I mean, that makes no sense.
Yeah, because
No, it really doesn't.
Because this is going to be my first expo. This is going to be TKAT's first expo. It's going to be a lot of our first expos. The group that was coming up, that we were all coming up with, a lot of us, if not all of us, it's going to be our first expos. And it was also a good chance for me, for Jared, and for TKAT to get, just kind of get our names out there and possible business propositions from companies. Especially because Vaporgate was supposed to be the biggest sponsor for the event, and we all know how much I love Vaporgate. And
they pulled out.
Yeah, it fucking sucks. And now if I'm not mistaken, that is, they did not just cancel that event. It's like they canceled MVE. Like, no matter, they're like done with events, period, is what I picked up on it. If they decide to come back, I probably will not go. Honestly, I'll probably drive down. I'll probably go to ECC or NVE. It's just like pay the extra money to go there. But
yeah.
But what do you guys feel about it?
I'm kind of bummed about it. I was really looking forward to the event. That's something we all could have done and had a blast doing. I was very disappointed.
Yeah, and we even agreed that if it came down to it, we would drive up and back home for the days. Go up there for the day, come back home, sleep, then drive back up there for the second day. And that was not a bad thing because where I live, it was only less than 3 hours from where I lived, like 2.5, and that's not bad. Me and Salad are used to driving up to TKATs, which is 14 to 15 hours depending on traffic. So that's cakewalk for us. So a 2.5 hour drive would have been no issue.
Right.
We
I think it's unfortunate when anything that promotes vaping gets canceled or gets put on the back burner for anything. I mean, because right now, as you can see, we're fighting all these flavor bans and all this stuff coming down. That I think that the ability for us as vapors to get together in any kind of venue would be awesome. But I think it's unfortunate they had to cancel. In some ways you can understand it, but in some ways you don't.
It was it's and it was mostly going to be juice companies, which I know is not, that's not like, it's not like NVE or ECC where it's mostly a lot of hardware companies.
Mm-hmm.
But it was still a good opportunity just to see what's all on the market, meet, and more so just to meet the audience, to meet the people that watch you, Roberto, or watch TKAT and watch myself. It was a good opportunity to be out there in the public, to meet the viewers that would probably have come up, and MVE just took away that opportunity.
Yeah.
Every party needs a pooper. That's why they invited you.
But
What a bunch of potsy poopers.
yeah, if you can't sit there, but if they can't afford it, I mean, they can't afford it. I mean, that's just the reality of it.
I look at it this way: with two, like Jared put it, 2 weeks before the event's supposed to happen, you decide to cancel. That's terrible timing.
Yeah, that is.
It's horrible timing.
And he is
at least the day of.
Right, and the bullshit. Who I feel bad for, who I truly feel bad for the most, is the people who booked hotel reservations for the event, and of course,
because they're never gonna get that money back.
Yes, and because apparently up there in Iowa, I don't know if it's the same in all states, but in Iowa, apparently, whenever a hotel includes the event clause, if the event cancels, if it cancels within 30 days of the event, you basically lose out on your money. Either you just lose your money or you still go up there. And that's the bullshit thing, because there's a lot of people who took the time to book for this event, and now they basically have to go up to Iowa for no reason.
Yeah, because now it's one thing when Omaha's right across the state line, less than, maybe 10, 15 minutes from there. It's one thing that's there, but still, that screws people out of the whole reason why they wanted to go in the first place.
Right.
Yeah, I understand that, Stevie, and yeah, I know, but at the same time, it just still sucks to have the opportunity right there in front of you, be that close, and then it gone.
Be excited for an event you've been looking forward to. It'd be like going to E3, or for those who don't know, the Electronic Entertainment Expo, which is a huge expo out in LA that shows off all the latest games and hardware for video games. If that suddenly got canceled,
or CES,
yeah, or Gamescom, huge events like those.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in top chat. I need to get in live chat here real quick. There we go.
Okay, well, remove that shit.
Locate the biohazard container.
But it just sucks overall, and
it does suck.
And I especially feel bad for Goat because
he was really looking forward to that.
Because it would have been the 5-year anniversary, or at least coming up as the 5-year anniversary of him being declared disabled, and he had the opportunity to go somewhere or do something to keep his mind off of that negative, something that had a lot of positivity in it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And so it's just like I felt really bad for Goat,
Yeah, it's really a big bummer.
especially because he put more money into this trip than I did because him and his wife, where it's just me in my circumstance. So I feel bad for him because he spent a lot more money, and now he basically has business cards that he don't need, and he spent, but he did get refunded.
Right. You always have tobacco juice, DJ.
It'll take a while for me to find one I can actually vape.
Yeah, but with that great unflavored e-juice, you're just sitting there blowing clouds. There's no flavor to it at all.
I vaped just like straight VG just to see how it tastes, and it
Kind of sweet, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weird. It has like this bland sweetness to it. It's really weird.
Uh-huh.
It tastes like it's like corn syrup, but not really. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
However, though, the group of people that were myself, T, Salad, all of us, we're still gonna put something together because we got all this time planned. So we're gonna make something out of it.
Hey, Kathy. Yeah.
Cafe.
You actually got something, especially for Jared, because Jared, like you said, he's got a lot of negativity in his life right now. You guys really need to just get together with him and try to bring him out of his funk.
Yeah, more than likely we're all gonna get together, and I am going to get Vaping Joe M down here. I don't care if I have to drive up there. I'll drive up there, and then drive back. I'll book him up into a local hotel in my town if he needs to, and I don't care. A lot of us were all good friends. We all had a event that we were all going to go to be excited for, and got fucked over really hardcore. But we're going to take this negative, and we're going to try to get a positive back out of it. What we're going to do, I have no idea, but we'll think of something.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that rant out of the way.
Round two.
Round
Fight.
two. Round two.
Get over here. Finish him.
I've been hearing about this for a fucking week, and I can't.
What?
The Michigan.
I wonder what it is. Oh my God.
I wonder what it is. Yep.
I wonder.
Oh, I wonder what it could be. Do
I can
tell.
hardly take it anymore. Tell us.
It has to do with a tyrant bitch in Michigan.
Aha.
Now, I've heard many sides of the fence of this whole situation. I watch all the shows. I hear all the opinions.
Mm-hmm.
And I am pissed off for two reasons. One is at the actual ban. That is a given. However, the one thing that pisses me off the most is how it was done.
Mm-hmm. That was pretty cool.
Well, it's the fact that this, literally, this happened overnight.
Yeah.
It happened in the middle of the night. Everybody was asleep. Next thing I
Pretty
know, I get a message from a friend up in Michigan that sent me an article about the flavor ban.
Yeah.
And I was caught off guard. It's like, wait, what? And of course, and I'm sure she's got some things to say about this.
Sorry, everybody. I'm just working on the website.
No, you're fine.
But it was about the Michigan flavor ban.
Oh, I have a lot of stuff to say about that, but I'm not. It's bullshit. That's all I can say.
It is bullshit. But like I was telling you, Matt, I think it's all a political move. It's all politics, dude. Because what's going to happen is, when her opponent goes up against her in 2020, they're going to sit there and throw everything out. If she didn't do the flavor ban, they were going to say, well, we had a teen epidemic with vaping. She didn't do anything about it. So now she can say, we did something about it. We did a flavor ban. Because look at the timing. It's 6 months, then a 6 month extension, then the time period where it goes up to the legislature to get a vote on it. And guess what? She knows it's not going to pass. Because everyone knows, political and otherwise, prohibition does not work in any case or form. Look at alcohol, look at cigarettes, look at marijuana. It does not work. It's all a political move. And anybody who passes a flavor ban can sit there and say, look, we tried to do something about it. Look what happened.
Right. And I've heard a couple people, and I believe it was you, Stevie, that said this about them taxing it or something. I can't remember. I can't remember exactly what you said, and that's the thing about it. You know, it's like every side of this situation, all the people who have been talking about this, they all bring up very valid points.
Mm-hmm.
It all comes down to how your brain interprets the information.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I love you too, because everybody's got a different opinion.
Yeah. But the way she did it was sort of shitty. It wasn't good at all. I mean, it gets nothing done. It's not even going to address the problem, because when I started smoking cigarettes, I didn't have mango flavored cigarettes. I didn't have strawberry flavored cigarettes. I didn't have any other flavors except for what? Tobacco. That's it. It didn't stop me from smoking. Tobacco flavors aren't going to stop me from vaping. So, I mean, you know, it's bullshit. It's not going. There's no way that you can sit there and tell me with a straight face that banning every flavor but tobacco is going to quit kids from vaping. It's not going to do it. What they need to do to stop kids from vaping is start enforcing the law. Enforce the laws we have on paper. If somebody sells a teenager a vaping product, they get a $50,000 fine, like they did back there in the 90s, when they started with the whole We ID thing. Okay? That's what they need to do, is start enforcing the law. Like I was telling Matt, I went on a website last night, ordered 3 juices. This is a website I've never been on before. Ordered 3 e-juices and a pack of pods for the Exceed Grid, the Nick Salt pods. How many times was it asked for ID? None. All I did was put in the age, and I didn't put in my real age. I put down like I was born in 1923 or something. I just clicked a number. And this morning I got tracking for that product.
That's pretty sad, though, because they need to fix that. That's what needs to be fixed.
Exactly. Flavor bans don't work. Traditionally, any kind of prohibition has never worked. And they know this.
Yeah, Stevie says something,
Like,
and
like Stevie J just said too, yeah, they need to go back to cigarettes too. So what good is that going to do?
Yeah, he says, and I can't remember where he said it, but I remember him saying something about, and if I'm wrong, Stevie, feel free to correct me, man. That it was something about they just haven't learned how to tax it yet.
Right.
And that's a very valid point too, because it was the same way with alcohol. Alcohol went to prohibition, but then the government figured out how to tax it properly, and so
right.
Alcohol was back to being sold to the public legally.
Mm-hmm.
And now that
because they declare the tobacco product all they want, but if you remove the nit, it's no longer a tobacco product. Basically, you got flavoring and cornstarch. Basically, is what you have. Okay, so how do you tax that? You can't tax it like tobacco products. It's technically not a tobacco product.
Right.
And the way I think people are going to get away from these flavor bans is that they're just going to start selling the concentrate. So they can't ban the concentrate. Okay. And then they're going to sell unflavored e-juice, and then just people are going to have to do it themselves. Sort of like what Australia does. Australia, you cannot get nic in your e-juice at all. There's nicotine shots that they sell you, and you have the nic yourself.
Yeah, and that's pretty spot on. That's right on the head of the hammer right there.
And please, for the love of Christ, people, I'm talking to people in chat. I'm not talking about all of you, but I've seen this so many times where they're sitting there saying, oh, they're not vaping when they're talking about the kids get sick with the THC card. They're like, oh, they're not vaping. Yes, they are vaping. By saying they're not vaping, you're making yourself look stupid. Okay, they are vaping, but they are vaping an illegal, illicit drug, period. They're not vaping traditional vaping products. They're not vaping e-juice. They're vaping freaking pesticides and oils and butane is what they're vaping.
They are vaping, but they're vaping. And I remember, and Kimmy said something, vitamin E acetate, I believe is what it's called.
Yeah.
That stuff really messes up your lungs when inhaled.
Every student can tell you that is the stupidest damn thing you've ever heard of. Because vitamin E will cause your heart to go into palpitations.
Yeah, it will. Vitamin E is good for your vitamin E is like good for your skin, but it ain't good for your lungs.
Right.
Nope.
Not good for your lungs. It's not good for your heart. So why the fuck are they using it? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry, man.
Dude,
so why are they using it?
I swear like a sailor on here all the time. You're good.
But why are they using it? They know what it does.
It's because these people that are making these THC cartridges, they want to make a quick buck, but don't want to spend all the money on the ingredients to make it, so they're cutting it with that.
They don't want to do the proper procedure. They don't want to go do the proper paperwork, do the proper procedure, making it all. They just want to make a quick dollar out of it.
Exactly. They cut it with something else, and unfortunately, what they're using is harming people.
Yeah, it's killing people.
Yeah. Now, here is the worst case scenario we're going to find, guys. These flavor bans are not going to fucking work. We already know this. What people are going to do in the meantime is they're going to sit there and try to flavor it up with anything that they can find. McCormick, for example, available in any grocery store. They're going to try to use stuff like that. And what's going to happen? They're going to end up getting what? Sicker.
Yeah.
So this bitch in Michigan, as you said, I could cuss. This bitch doesn't know the kind of hell she has just unleashed in that state, because people are going to screw around and they're going to play with their own health, and they're going to end up getting screwed up, and it's going to be all her fault. The blood will be on her hands.
Well, that's because she brings up facts that have already been disproven by the UK and other countries. The formaldehyde, that was already disproven by the UK on like what, 3 different occasions? And then yeah, and then the popcorn lung deal. Here's the thing: there was a chemical that could have caused it, but guess what? Diacetyl, which, by the way, if anybody does not know, all the juices that contain diacetyl have been since discontinued after that whole thing came up.
It's been removed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
no e-juice product today contains it. Now you can find an e-juice product from a couple of years ago. Not only does it taste like hell, but it still has it in there.
all right, Stevie. I'll see you back in here, brother.
The most retarded thing that these states are trying to do. They're trying to make a point. They're trying to keep everybody safe. They don't understand. You're not keeping anyone safe by doing any kind of ban. Because the one thing I know about kids, okay, trust me, I got first-hand experience on this, is you tell them not to do something, what's the one thing they're going to do? They're going to go out and do exactly what you tell them not to do.
Well, look at Chicago. What was it? Chicago has one of the most and I'm going to use guns as an example here. And I'm a supporter of firearms, but Chicago is one of the cities that have the most strictest gun laws, right? But it has the most crime.
So Matt, you want to know? You want to know something, Matt? I have a couple of firearms. I have a couple of handguns. I'm still waiting for those sons of bitches to pop up and shoot me. I really am.
Oh yeah, and again, I'm a gun supporter, and I'm not afraid to say it. The gun, it's not the gun that kills the person; it's the person that kills the person. The gun is just the tool in the matter of how he killed him.
Mm-hmm. That's the old adjective. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. Guns are just the tool.
Exactly.
Anything can be used to kill someone.
I can use this right now.
I mean, look at the problem that the UK is dealing with. The UK is dealing with a major problem about that.
Exactly.
That they're trying to ban knives, and I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Why would you try banning a gun? Because it's not going to change the problem.
If I take this screwdriver and pop it through your skull, what's going to happen? You're going to die.
Hell.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing's going to change it.
Mm-hmm. So what are they going to do? Start banning screwdrivers next? What about hammers?
And that's kind of the problem you're dealing with. There's always a loophole somewhere.
Yeah.
There'll always be a loophole.
Yeah.
People are going to get what they want one way or another. That's the problem. Like you just said, Roberto, bans are not going to fix the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, it's actually going to make the situation worse. Because Michigan under a flavor ban, that means people are going to take up DIY and sell it to people, so you don't have... Go ahead.
Just wait. See what I tell you. Okay? Saying, let's see, it goes into effect in what, 30 days, they said? Something like that, the ban does?
I do know the shops have the shops there in Michigan have a 30-day period to sell all their liquid, or else they do them.
After 30 days, wait about a month, and you're going to see Michigan is going to have more admissions to the hospital because of people poisoning themselves than any other state. And why? Because of flavor ban.
Exactly. Looked like you froze there for a second.
No, I did.
If anybody's wondering why I have headphones on, it's just so I can hear them better.
That plus it cuts down the echo.
Wait, there's an echo?
Sometimes then you get an echo in some places. With some people.
But yeah, it's not going to help the situation. It's going to make it worse because you're going to get people that are going to go into DIY to make juices for their friends or for people that vape flavors, and they're not going to do it right, and it's going to end up hurting the person. Either has too much nicotine or it's got the wrong stuff in it.
Yeah, not only that, but also think about it. People live in the border towns, and Michigan's not that big a state anyway. People in the border towns are going to drive across the street. And get there easy and get what they want.
Yeah, and that's kind of the problem. I mean, I know a guy who lives out in Texas who has the same problem. At the closest town for him, which is was it Dallas, I think it is still like 2.5 hours away from him, with no legitimate vape shops within a good 50-mile radius of him.
Right. Yeah, but those people are going to be talking, there's not much to do for them. But then, they're sitting there saying online sales are prohibited. Let me ask you something. You think the federal government's going to open every single piece of mail? No.
Nope.
What I'm going to do, if my saver gets flavor bad, I'll call Matt right there and say, Matt, I need you to buy this. I'm going to ship to your house. I need you to ship it to me. I'll pay for shipping. Guess what? It may cost me a little bit more, but I'm still going to get the shit I want.
Yep. Boom. Done. Loophole right there.
Yeah, loopholes and other ways to get them.
There are always loopholes to everything, regardless of what you are, whatever it is.
Yep.
Look at drugs. It's a perfect example.
Yeah.
There's always a loophole about something.
What they need to do is start cracking down on these street manufacturers, the people who make this shit.
Without an FDA approval, without a license.
Mm-hmm.
And there's your problem right there in a nutshell.
Right.
I just lost my train of thought there. I think the beer's starting to kick in.
You're fine, Matt.
But yeah, you and Danker are right though, you know, and obviously, like the whole kid vaping epidemic thing. I'm using quotations heavily. If a kid gets caught in school with a pod or something along those guidelines, because no kid is going to go to school with this and put it in their pocket thinking it's going to be hidden. Trust me, this thing's going to stick out like a sore thumb. Why go after the company?
So let me ask some. Kids have been smoking for years. How come they haven't tried to ban freaking cigarettes? What makes vaping so special? What makes e-cigarettes so damn special that they feel like they have to damn put a ban on it to keep kids from vaping? Why? So they can go get cancer from smoking cigarettes?
Because the government does not want us healthy.
Yeah.
Because think about it. Look at a cancer patient. How much does one round of chemo cost?
It costs them a fortune.
My dad's was like $100,000
For one round?
Yeah, to go through it for one round. $100,000.
And usually when you hear about someone going through chemo, they usually get like what? 5, 6, upwards of sometimes 10 to 12 rounds of chemo?
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking at possibly, easily, conservatively, a $500,000 to a full mil, if not a little bit higher.
Right.
That's a lot of money in the government's pocket.
Radiation treatment's a little bit more expensive.
Yeah, and that's a lot of money in the government's pocket.
That's a lot of money in the pharmaceutical company's pocket. That's a lot of money in the government's. And in Africa, where uranium is freaking mined, I mean, that's a lot of money in their pockets too.
Look at diabetes. You know how much insulin costs.
Yeah.
A box of Twinkies at your local grocery store, it's like what? $2, $3 maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Well, a little cup of, say, you try and eat healthy, so you get yourself a little bag of baby carrots. How much that little bag gonna cost you? Almost double in some places.
Mm-hmm. And that was gonna be my next point. They want to talk about stopping an epidemic. What about the obesity epidemic? I know kids that are twice my size, dude, that are younger, like 13 years old.
I saw it while I was at the park playing with my son. A little 4-year-old running around like a little marshmallow. He was huge.
We have an obesity epidemic. Why don't they ban Twinkies? Why don't they ban Snickers, M&Ms?
How about make the healthier shit cheaper?
That's it.
Nah, it wouldn't work that way. Don't you get it? They got to make money off of it somehow. You want to eat healthy, you got to pay a little extra for it.
Hey Matt, when you go to McDonald's,
look at it when we go to at work, Matt. When you want to get a salad at work, for a small one, it costs almost $4 or $5. For a large one, it's $11.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to weigh that by the pound.
Mm-hmm.
By the pound. I'm like, are you kidding me?
You know it's bad when a salad by the pound costs more than shrimp by the pound.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you go to McDonald's. The hamburger's what? 99 cents. The salad's $5. What do you think people are going to buy?
The hamburger is cheaper.
Exactly. Talking about the hamburgers, fries, and milkshake.
This is why I'm a big supporter of always cooking your meals.
Yeah.
Yeah, meal prep is something. It's something I've wanted to do for a while. Is do some meal prep because it's ridiculous. The price of food, regardless if it's healthy or not, is ridiculous.
Because okay, let's say because this past week at work, as far as what I cooked for my lunches, I made chicken breasts, rice, and zucchini. So I had the carbs, the protein, and the vegetables. All that together, enough food to last me the whole week. Looked at about $50-$60 actually for enough chicken and enough rice and enough vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe 2 hours of cooking because I cooked the chicken low and slow.
I had a friend of mine, Matt, that had a heart attack in his car. I was actually with him that day. But luckily, you know, I was able to get him help when he needed it. But that guy weighed 475 pounds. Okay?
Damn!
And the doctor told him, lose weight or you're going to die. Those are your two choices. Lose weight or die. Motherfucker ain't that there. He ate chicken salad sandwiches every day, 3 times a day for an entire year. You know how much he weighs now?
How much?
175. That was like 5 years ago that happened to him, but he stayed on it, stayed on the diet. But, yeah.
We got Creating with Ken in chat. How you doing, Ken? This whole government, this whole country is just fucked up. From the government to society, everything's just a fucking mess.
What's up, Ken? We got a celebrity in the house, kid.
Oh my!
Yeah. Everyone get his autograph. He's about to be famous.
Don't worry, you say you know who's name about 3 times, he'll pop in chat.
Jared. I don't see Jared yet.
I wasn't talking about Jared.
Give it a moment. You got to make that pentagram circle. You got to put the right ingredients in to summon him.
Yep.
Simple. Well, I mean, look at Bear. All you got to do to summon him is you put a couple some vape products, Bush
And
Light,
you just grab some steak.
and steak. Yes.
You just grab steak. And you hold it on a fishing pole?
No. You need those 3 core ingredients because those right there absolutely will get him.
No. You just need the steak. That's all he'll eat.
Oh, that's just mean now. Come on. Every dude will go for a steak automatically.
Especially the way I
So
can.
everyone, you're ready to DIY, or you better like tobacco. That's going to be your only 2 choices: DIY or tobacco.
Which that reminds me, I need to do another DIY tutorial.
What's up, Nuggy?
We got Nugatti in the house. But it... I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a big individual. Danker and TKAT can attest to that. I am not kidding you. If I gave TKAT a piggyback ride, just her small stature alone would put the combined weight of right at a 1/4 ton. That's just how heavy I am. So I try my best to eat healthy, and I'm trying nowadays, and this can fall right with the vaping and just the overall health of this country. It all boils down to they don't want us to be healthy because they lose money. Somebody actually posted a good point. I think they said a patient cured is a customer lost.
Yep.
Huh?
That's exactly what it is.
A patient cured is a customer
Gotcha.
lost.
Yeah.
Alright.
Over overall, like when it comes to big pharma and the health industry in the States?
Yeah. There was someone right there.
Now, big pharma or big tobacco had created vaping and e-liquid. And I know they're in it now, but I'm saying that they had created it. We would not have nearly as many problems as we have today. I mean, look at it. I mean, shit, the IQOS got FDA approval. That's a good example right there. It's FDA approved. And it's a shittier product.
Yeah. The beer's really kicking in now.
Sir, yeah, anything can. I mean, put enough ketchup, mustard on it.
And look at Creating with Ken, for example. He said it live. He actually had somebody, or maybe it wasn't Ken. I think it was Ken, though. So they had somebody come in their shop and try to get heat sticks for their IQOS. It's not even available for sale yet here in the United States. Not yet. It's coming, but not yet.
Okay. I forget who is creating the IQOS.
Marlboro, Philip Morris.
They say it's heating the tobacco, but it's not burning it. However, I've watched Jay's video. He pulled the thing out, and it was black. It's still burning the tobacco, just not as hot.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you know. And the thing is, it's like I was telling you today, a lot of this stuff I think is political. And I think the political system in the United States right now is totally fucked. It's fucked beyond recognition. What they need to do is go ahead and pull out a gun, put a bullet in the head of the elephant and the donkey, and start over. That's what they need to do. Because
the political system in general on any place is all corrupted.
Uh-huh.
You're pretty. Unfortunately, it's us against them.
Yeah.
And what I've been working on is exactly what I want to show: how many of us there is in the vaping in the world,
Uh-huh.
and how many are actually in the government.
Now, I may have screwed up there, so let me clarify here. I'm not advocating for anyone to shoot anybody.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, that's very
I will
frowned
call us
upon.
at this point because we're the ones that set it in here. Please don't.
Yeah.
No.
God and everything holy, please do not shoot anybody in the head.
Yeah, it's sarcasm. Sarcasm, it's a joke. Ha 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 ha. Laugh.
Yeah.
Well, that's another problem these days. No one can take a joke.
I know
That's the problem.
everyone's butts are so clenched you can't pull a pen through it.
With a bulldozer.
The opera singer that they came out with, like, the women came out and made a statement that he, like, sexually abused them back in the 1960s.
Wait, well,
I'm like, what the? Why do you wait so long to report that?
by that point, the evidence is non-existent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the statute of limitations is long past.
Some people just look to make some money without having to work for it. Let's just say that.
Right.
We are a sue-happy nation.
Yeah, it's Vegas, baby.
It's like the woman that sued McDonald's because she spilled coffee on her lap.
Actually, well, no, that's a misconception, actually. There's a big misconception about that. People assume that's what it was, but she didn't sue them. She knew the coffee was hot. She sued them because of how bad it was. She had almost second-degree burns on her body from it. when they found out they were not doing the coffee at a proper temperature. They were doing it at almost like 300 degrees, which caused huge, extreme burns to her body.
Okay, so if you look at the actual coffee cups back in the day beforehand, it didn't have a warning label on it at all. It used to never say contains hot liquid on it. Now, if you were to look at them, it says contain hot liquid.
Caution may be hot.
Because of that.
Yeah.
She actually sued because it was too hot. It was hot. Even though logically we know it's freaking hot. But she spilled it, and because, well, it could have been just because the cup's lid wasn't on properly. And she grabbed to hold it the wrong way, and it spilled on her.
Mm-hmm.
I see the version I heard, she was not driving. Her son was driving. She had the coffee cup in her lap getting something out of her purse or something, and the son had to hit the brake, and it ended up flying out. And
Hey, Jared.
I said it 3 times. Look who popped in. Jared.
Goat.
What's up, Jared?
The goat is here? Yeah,
Yep,
the goat is
Yeah,
here.
and the goat should be on the panel. That's why I'm talking to you, goat.
Can't do it last minute. You know this.
Oh,
I don't think Jared pop in.
I give Jared shit all the time.
Even these, like, all of these have it.
Uh-huh.
It has cautions. The ones that I haven't seen, like, I'd say, but the jewel boxes, if you look at those jewel boxes, it says it in very fine printing, but it doesn't show it like this.
It's not front and center. It's kind of like a fine print.
Yeah.
Like this. Has it in great big letters.
Uh-huh.
Even, yeah, right here. This too.
Yeah.
Great big letters.
I couldn't sue for actual medical malpractice for a botched surgery. Love life. Life is just grand.
Yeah.
But yeah.
There, that stuff.
Excuse me, by the way.
That's funny. We had a guy here in North Carolina that went to Duke, and they're supposed to amputate his right leg. They amputated the wrong leg, the left leg, then had to go back and amputate the right. And, you know, he lost his lawsuit.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Lawsuit. That was a couple years ago. Because I was like, what the fuck?
Dude. That's
Okay,
fucked
Jared.
up.
Yeah.
But hey, Jared,
I know.
you want to come on next weekend?
Jared's not a bad day, guys. Let's just show him some love and not force him to.
How come
Doesn't
nothing
want
else
to.
is popping up in the chat? I'm not seeing any of Jared's
You're probably in top chat. Go to live chat.
Hello.
live chat. I'm trying to see it here. Yeah, it's just saying group chat. It's not letting me see the live chat.
Top chat. Yeah, that's what you gotta look for.
But ranting's over now. Let's just have, like we always do, have a good old time and have some laughs. So, a little funny story that happened to me and Danker last weekend.
I don't know where he's going with this one.
Oh, boy.
Danker took me on my first airsoft event.
Which was a blast.
It was. Until someone decided to throw a grenade through the window.
Yep. Now,
An actual grenade?
No. Now, to let anyone know, in airsoft, there's actually sound and actual BB-filled grenades. Sound, a general rule at the airsoft field is if you're within a 10-foot radius of any grenade, whether it be BB or sound grenade, you're instantly out. Now, but they stepped it up to 15. Now, in buildings, if you're behind hard cover, you're not hit. However, in this case, this was like pure luck out of a video game. In the 2-door garage that we were hiding inside, covering the objective for that round, there was a small window opening just above Bear's head. I'd put it no wider than my actual monitor, which is about 27 inches, 27 width-wise, or about 15 inches wide, and about a foot and a half
It was
tall.
basically the size of a industrial vent hole.
Well, I'm in another room guarding our objective, because technically our objective was covering gold bricks, which were, of course, little foam gold-colored bricks, which we had ingeniously started taking all the bricks out and hidden them everywhere in the room.
Under the floor and the cabinets.
Oh, yeah, we're hiding them everywhere. But within I'd say less than 15 seconds after we had just gotten we had everything hidden, we already heard that there was incoming enemies. And sure enough, I'm in the other room and I heard, boom! I look in the next room through the window, and all I see is Bear clutching his head like this. I thought the grenade had gone. My worst fear had been the grenade had gone off like right here. Luckily, it had been about, what do you think, maybe 2-3 feet away from you? Maybe even further?
3 feet at most is what I give it.
The problem was, it was a BB-filled one. And mind you, they're carrying at least 150 BBs and going at 225 feet a second. So his entire right side, amazingly, I'm amazed you don't have any BB marks from it, but it had gone off that close to him. And at first, I thought the thing had gone off and BBs had gotten in his ear or something. And I'm thinking, oh, God, we may have to stop the match. Because I saw him almost go to the floor. He was in such pain. I was like, uh-oh. But then he's just like, God damn, did he have to throw that thing so close to me? And everyone else in the room's like, or what?
Google Chrome is an a-hole.
What was it?
I saw her thing in chat. She said Google Chrome is an a-hole.
Apparently, Google Chrome was giving TKAT fits.
Uh-oh.
It wasn't letting me sign in so I can write to people. So I was just like, what the hell?
Sorry.
Yeah, I got pelted with a BB grenade, and this got absolutely pelted with BBs.
And yeah, that sucked.
But I got the guy back, though, in the next round.
Yeah.
I figured out who threw it.
Lit him up.
In case you guys missed it, that's why there wasn't a show last week, because of the airsoft injury.
Well, we have rules for that. We actually have major rules for that. If in the event that someone gets really hurt, like not just getting hit with BBs or in Bear's case a grenade going off, we've had guys that have gotten hurt before, like fell off a ledge or fell and busted an ankle or something. Everyone stops, clears their guns, and calls out blind man. And then the admins will start coming to us going, who's yelled blind man? We point in that direction of where it was coming from.
Hold on, Danker. What did you say, TKAT?
Said I'm doing plugging.
Okay, go ahead.
Plugging.
If it was not being an a-hole to me.
Yeah, real quick, Danker. Yes, go check out TKAT's channel. She has a Sunday night show called Neutral Talk. Talks about anything, everything. Go check out Roberto. Roberto, if you want to go ahead and throw your link in chat for your channel, you are more than welcome to. You may need a wrench, so if you need one, just...
I'll give him a mallet. That'll help. Boom, 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 boom. Hold on, my audio is not working. Bang! Is that better?
Let's see.
Mm.
I think we're going to need a wrench for this, but we shall see.
If you do, just type something and I'll give you a wrench. But...
Well, it showed up, but it didn't show it. It didn't show it clickable.
Go.
But that's my YouTube channel, folks. If you guys want to sub, I appreciate it.
If need be, Bear, I'd like to also throw in my Twitch account later.
Yep.
Yes.
Go ahead. I'll...
Give me just a second here.
Yes, yeah, go ahead and throw your Twitch in. We're gamers, we're vapors, we're friends. We do practically
Eventually,
everything.
I'll have the other link up there if anybody wants to become a
Give me a second. I'll throw it in chat real quick. So
Writer for the actual advocacy site. Your name won't be popped up or anything like that. It's literally you make a post. Do you see my stuff?
I may need a wrench, Matt.
All right, go ahead and say something in chat so I can give you that wrench.
yeah, I'm just not
Okay.
seeing anything on my end.
I am going to be taking.
There you go.
So if you want, you can message me on my Facebook page, or you can contact me on my website.
Okay, Roberto, you got a wrench now, so go ahead and throw your link in chat. Danker, say something in chat so I can give you one too, so you can put your Twitch link in there as well. Do what I can to give you guys some viewers and help you guys out.
You should be able to see it right there.
Yeah, you should be able to see it now.
I said YouTube chat, not Zoom's chat.
Oh, that would explain why I can't. Oh, that's why I can't see chat. I'm just looking at it through Zoom.
Unless, T, if you want to put Dankers in there as well.
Just put it in this chat, yeah.
Hey, Kevin.
Yep, Kevin K's in chat. Aloha, brother.
Hello.
You can also let me know. I'm going to put my email in there, like on the actual webpage for right now. Or you can go into the comments or whatever. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to go and do this. I'm just doing a contact form and allow people to join.
Okay, there we go. Now you should see it.
So, TKAT, why don't you explain to people what this webpage of yours is about?
Okay, so this page that I am currently working on is a advocacy group. It is, I need to get into certain things. Hold on. It basically is a global advocacy website. So it's not only just North America and South America, but it's also UK. It's everybody around the world. It's not just one little specific area. And it's to basically start fighting back. And I think it's about time that we actually start fighting back instead of just sitting here, twiddling our thumbs, allowing them to kick us in the butt. And yes, I am censoring myself a little bit.
You shouldn't have to on this channel.
I know. I do it anyways for some stupid reason. But it's to basically say, hey, we had enough. It's time that you start listening to us and seeing that we are the ones that have been doing it for this many years or doing it this many days. And yet a kid does it for like a year and now they have all this health problems. Like a kid does it within a week and now they have all this health problems. Maybe looking at the other issue.
Because I've been vaping for what's going to be 5 years here in a few months.
Just give me a minute.
And I've had no problems except for one, which is finding out that I am allergic to certain tobacco flavors. Which ones I'm allergic to, I have no idea.
How do you know you're allergic?
Because I bought it. So, excuse me. I went into my, at the time I had a shop down the road. This is before the shop in my town opened up. And I wanted to try something new. And I knew at the time I was into tobacco flavors somewhat. But there was one tobacco flavor that I actually kind of liked and bought. And after about 3 or 4 days of vaping it, I started getting really sick.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept vaping it, still felt bad, still felt, not well. And so I decided I had another flavor that I bought, so I switched to that one. It was a fruity flavor, and my not feeling good feeling went away within half a day.
So you might have to vape unflavored e-liquid now. Straight VG.
It may have been, and it could have been it was a tobacco and vanilla bean flavor. Excuse me. So, excuse me again. It could have been the tobacco. It could have been vanilla. So since then, I've avoided those. but I don't think it's the vanilla that got me. I think it's tobacco.
Mhm.
Sorry, I just noticed for a second. I'm looking at the replay, and all you see is my hat. Me looking down with my hat, staring at the screen. Going, that's right. That's right. You see that championship right there?
As Jared says in chat, 104 to 4,500. Just realized that. I know, totally out of left field. Jared, when are you never out of left field?
Is that a trick question? Oh,
It's brought up a good point too.
by the way, one question for a second.
Oh.
Bear, can you put a monkey wrench next to? I put up my Twitch real quick. Sorry, not to cut you off, Roberto.
You gotta say something in the YouTube chat. Just say hello or something like what Roberto did, so I can find it. So you were saying, Roberto?
Yeah, Kathy just brought up something too. For her, the PG, she has an intolerance to. Okay, now I will concede a little bit, just a little bit, that there are some people that do have sensitivity to Nixol. I know a couple people that have sensitivity to Nixol. And in fact, one of my nephew's friends, he got hospitalized because when he was sub-ohming Nixol. And, you know, that's a bad thing. So you also have to make sure you watch what it is that you're vaping, what product you are using, and use the vaporizer for the product that you buy. Like if you buy 3 milligrams of Nix, you use it in sub-ohm tank. If you buy a Nix salt at 50 milligrams, don't do it. Because what's going to end up happening is you're going to end up in the hospital.
Next salt you gotta be very careful with. I've learned that the hard way. Which, by the way, Danker, you have a wrench now, so go ahead and put your link in.
Okay.
I've got like 3 or 4 bottles of Nix salt, and I don't intend to use them. And after that, after I do the reviews for them, pretty much I'm not going to use them anymore.
There we go.
I haven't even made a dent in my cooler yet of beer.
I made a slight dent. It's getting there. Because then once I'm done, I'm going to the Guinness. Only problem is I don't have any Baileys. I'm very disappointed.
Oh, Irish car bombs.
Actually, hold on. I think I goofed that up.
And that's not a sipping drink either, folks. That is a drink you chug from start to finish.
It's a drink that says, boom. I'm done. Okay, there we go. It should work now. Awesome, there it goes.
There you go.
No, I realized I didn't put the www at the end.
You got a channel 2, Danker?
Yeah, I'm working on getting it reworked because I haven't streamed in a while, and I've been meaning to get back into it for fun. Plus, the also problem is right now between for me and Bear right now, it's contract negotiations time at work. So in the event that we could go on strike, I have something to try and do to not just keep myself occupied, but probably possibly have some sort of minor income.
Yeah, they had to sub to you, by the way.
Oh, you're so nice, Roberto. Thank you.
Yeah, that's why, and TKAT did give me this really good option. That's why, folks, I've went to doing one review a week with the Cave Talk, and then obviously doing this show on Saturday nights, is because with that strike, it's not imminent, it's not inevitable, but it is strongly, strongly likely that it might happen.
Yeah, at this point in time, right now, I mean, a lot of people, I love some of the people, don't get me wrong. I understand what their feelings are about it, but there's a bunch of people out there going, oh, they're not going to strike. They don't strike. I'm like, you don't know that. You don't know our situation. Do you work where we work? No, you don't.
Last time we were 3 hours away from striking.
Yeah, we went through our contract extension for till October 12th? And then less than 3 hours before that, we were going to strike. The vote was, 41 to 50 vote? It was that close. We came so close to striking.
Mm-hmm.
And it was crazy.
and I know different people have different opinions on jobs that have unions. Unfortunately, but since me and Danker both are in a union, if we go on strike, we really have no choice.
Yeah, it's not our say so, but the fact of the matter is the circumstances are, when it comes to our contracts, they take them very seriously. I mean, it's not just us; it's several other companies that are involved across our industry.
Well, Ford's not planning to shut down their plant anytime soon, are they?
No, but right now, currently, the union is in talks with GM right now, starting their negotiations with them first. And if they can't reach a negotiation with GM, then the trickle down effect of either they may go for a contract extension, which more than likely will happen. However, if we reach past up that point where the contract extension deadline is reached and neither side has come to an agreement, then we strike. And for those of us that go, oh, it's no big deal, you just sit out there standing with a picket sign. I'm like, no, it's not. We only get $250 a week, and people don't realize that's not enough to raise a family on. Between me, for my wife and my kid, $250 a week is not enough. Between our bills and everything else, there is no way I can raise my wife and son on $250 a week. There's just no way. I've done the math. Regardless if I shut everything off, if I shut off our cell phone, I can't stop my car insurance payments. I have to still pay my car payments, which is $80 a week that comes out of my paycheck, and it's almost $150 for both of our car insurance, as well as paying rent, which is almost $1,000 a month. Put a hood on him and he'd blend into that wall. I swear he would. Put a sheet over him. You cannot see me. He'd be like Jeff Foxworthy in a Cabela's, all dressed up in a ghillie suit. Can you see me now? Yes, Jeff, we can see you. But
my nieces and nephews.
Mm-hmm. This one especially. This one is a wild one.
Oh yeah, that one likes to use his uncle for a jungle gym.
Hey, don't tell me about you being used as a jungle gym. I am 6'4". I am the perfect height for this kid to climb on.
I'm 6'5", dude. Remember?
Yes, but you've got that extra fluffiness to you, man. You're a giant pillow to him. All he sees is softness. He hugs you. It's like hugging a giant marshmallow, dude. And then when he's done hugging you, you conform back like a Tempur-Pedic, dude. Just memory foam.
I remember that one time at TKATs, I was napping on the couch, and next thing I know, that little turd just climbs up on my chest and takes a nap with me.
So, Matt, what new devices are coming out that you're interested in? Anything you're interested in? Vape-wise?
Man. Honestly, with all the devices that I have that I've yet to review, and the stuff that Jared has lended me, which again, Jared, thank you so much, bro, for that.
Yeah, like the spare Kylan that you gave me.
I've actually used my Kylan quite a bit, actually. It's for like when I'm out and about, or well, not really I'm out and about, but more when I'm like at home and can't be fogging out the household.
Oh, Matt, Barry, you also need to tell them. Sorry, you should tell them about our little incident from last night.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't intentional. So it was an extremely rough night on my end of work. In my section, we were having problems with one of our panel pieces because I was doubled up on a job with another lady. We were having problems with the panel piece for what we call the A-pillar. It's right next to the instrument panel, to the window, to the front windshield on the passenger side. We kept having a problem trying to get it to line up properly because they were having problems with the instrument panel. So when we put the piece in, it's supposed to line flush with the instrument panel, but their parts were all screwed up. So when the instrument panels would come down to us, some pieces would be all jank and wouldn't line up properly for us to secure them in. Well, at that point, I was so frustrated because I'm trying to, at the same time, trying to shoot these, but learn this half of the job on the fly, literally. And at the same time, I have coordinators yelling at me going, "What are you down for? What number? All right, what truck screwed up? What number is it?" It's like, don't bother asking me what number it is. Look for yourself at this point, because I was so frustrated trying to keep up with it. And I walked outside, saw him, saw Bear, and Bear, of course, using his big old lightsaber over there. I said, "Can I see that for a second?" And I asked him, "What are you vaping at?" He goes, "About 110 watts. I'm like, "Gimme." And I snatched it real quick, and I grabbed this, and he goes, "Don't you do it." I'm like, "It's only 3 drops. Chill out. 1, 2, 3. Done." I hit that thing like 3 times. Now, for me, I'm usually vaping at maybe anywhere from 50 to 65 watts. For me, it's the equivalent of an alcoholic realm. It'd be the equivalent of me shotgunning at least 2 Irish car bombs at once. Because he looked at me and goes, "Whoa, what? How shitty is your night?" And I'm like, "One moment." And he goes, "It's that bad, isn't it?" I'm like, "Oh yeah." And he goes, "Dude, I wish you hadn't put that in there." Because the next time I saw him at break, he's like, "Dude, I was so dizzy. Your stuff was in there. The nicotine was still so high." I'm like, "I only put in 3 drops. If I really wanted to, I'd have streamlined this thing straight into your tank. Then I really would have been an asshole."
I snuck a couple puffs on the line, and next thing I know, in about 10 minutes, I literally felt like I am now. I felt almost like I was a little drunk.
Lightweight.
What age is it?
In this case, I got this from. This was not my original bottle. The original bottle I had was a 36 Nick, but I was only using this for like 2 or 3 drops to help when I had extreme nicotine buzzes. Because right now, as of now, which I never told on the podcast here, Bear, that I am officially almost 2 months without a cigarette at this point.
Really good, really good. TKAT, where's your marker at for being off cigarettes fully?
I am almost 3 months.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm currently 44 hours, 11 minutes, and 37 seconds. 37 minutes, actually, without a cigarette.
I found it really funny how me having a love-hate relationship with mesh that I have, I had a bunch of spares left over, so I gave one to Salad, I gave one to TKAT, and I gave one to Danker.
Well, mine was merely out of curiosity at the time. I was like, okay, I've got a Unity profile. I've got 2 of them, actually, in case one, because I have a J-Bay back here. I've had that for 5 years. It's like an old clunker. I'm the guy who has this old clunker that refuses to get rid of it because it's been tried, true, and reliable. It took them. They practically had to twist my arm to get something new while we were up in Canada. I was like, "You got any 3 battery mods?" And the guy's like, "The last one I got's right there." I'm like, "Gimme." And they're like, "No, don't get that one. It's a piece of junk." TKAT's got one. Which one is that, TKAT? 3 battery mods you had. Yellow and black one. I can't remember the name of it.
Oh, that's the iJoy Maxo.
It was the iJoy. But at that point, I was like, I don't want to get any new batteries. I have 3 sets of batteries, and that's kind of my problem, is I didn't want to spend more money on batteries at this point. Because I'm very picky about doing that stuff.
And that's why we told you to get the detonator, because even though it's a single 21700, you still have decent battery life because we gave you 40 Ts.
Speaking of my detonator, I'm going to see if I can find this link real quick. I'm so excited. I just recently got done talking with who was it? With J-Raps. They're currently making me a custom wrap for my detonator, and I'm so excited for it. I'll see if I can. Would I be able to post a link in the chat?
You can actually share it. Just kind of like show it a little bit. Show it.
On the actual.
On
hold
actual
on.
Zoom. So if you go down to the bottom, you'll see.
Yeah.
You can't put links for tobacco products or products containing nicotine in the.
It's not a tobacco product. It's just it's a artistic wrap. That's all it is.
Oh, okay. Well, then put it in there then.
But if you
That's
want,
what.
But if you want to show it though, Danker, you see at the bottom of your screen there, next to the chat and the participant, that green symbol down there, that is for sharing, and you can share your screen and everybody can see what your wrap
Okay, hang on.
like.
I'm trying to find it. Is it actual here on the YouTube page, or is it actual on the Zoom app?
It's on the Zoom. Zoom. If you go down on Zoom, and you'll see that share button. Which, by the way, folks, give me 1 second.
It's not.
I shall return.
There we go. Screenshot real quick. Share that. Show that to everybody real quick. Now, for those of you who are curious, I'm a huge Rainbow Six Siege fan. And the salad's in. Say again, Roberto?
I said I kind of figured that by looking at the wrap.
Are we still live?
Yep, we're still live. Welcome, Salad. It's so good to see you.
Hi.
So yeah, that's currently what it is right now. Now I'm actually going to have them. They haven't sent me a new draft yet, but on the actual where the trigger is supposed to be, I'm going to actually have the symbol for Rainbow Six actually on the trigger right there.
Okay.
Copyright infringement.
No, technically it's not. It's free. This already would have been copyright infringement all over, but apparently that it's not going to be, dude. They would have already messaged me back. Which I'm so excited for. It looks sick. Because
Guess what I get to do?
Twiddle your thumbs?
No.
You get to,
union meeting in the morning.
oh, that's right. Union meetings in the morning. I keep forgetting about that.
Pre-strike shit.
You can end the share anytime you want right up there in the top section.
Yep, I'll make my way over there.
Alt S.
Alt S. Nope, wrong.
Okay, that should have ended the share.
Okay, there we go. No, I wasn't actually in the chat. My bad.
What's up, Salad?
Not much, Roberto. Now all we need is an Alejandro in here, and it'd be great.
No, we need a goat in here.
No. Roberto caught what I was going for.
So you finally decided to show up, huh?
About time.
I've been busy.
Uh-huh.
Busy.
Mom got taken to the emergency room. I had to go spend time with parents.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
logical. You got us beat on that one, broski.
She okay?
Yeah, is
She
she
will
alright?
be. They're getting tests done.
What happened?
Odd pain.
Oh, she got a nasty pain somewhere.
I know your view on this, Salad, but I'm still going to send your mother prayers.
She appreciates it.
I look like an alcoholic here, drinking straight from the bottle.
You kidding me? I'm like 7 beers in, and I still haven't put a dent in this cooler.
I had over half of this thing. Mind you, it's also mixed with a monster, but still. I'm not even feeling a buzz right now. There you go, shotgun meat.
Salad breaking out the big guns.
You know what this is, don't you?
Is that Red Label?
Is that
No.
your Sailor? No, that's not your Sailor Jerry's.
I can't remember what it's called, but I think it's like a cinnamon liquor.
Wait, Fireball? No.
No, it ain't
Wait.
Fireball.
I can't see it from here. Oh, I know what that is. Oh my. Fire Cane Glenfiddich. Fire Cane. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
That's my man right there. He knows how to have a good time.
You know this cooler is cold when the top of the lid on the outside has condensation on it.
Oh yeah. That's the end of that bottle.
The best way to have it. Oh,
Igloo coolers, folks. Good shit.
Mm-hmm. especially those who know. Hey, coolers are a classic. Look at college students. Your life revolves as a college student. Your life revolves around that cooler. You'll have your it
See,
stenciled in.
folks, how often I drink. That one shot already gave me goosebumps, making my hair stand on end.
I can always give you a shot of dragon's blood again.
Yeah, fuck that noise.
Yeah.
That wasn't even the That actually wasn't actually the legit stuff because that wasn't the right alcohol I needed for making it.
But still, though, even the concept alone boggles the mind. It's
Actually, no. You
Oh,
want
Jared, now that you're home, hop in.
no. You want screwed up salad. If you want screwed up, I'll give you a screwed up drink. There's a drink out there. Let me see if I can find the ingredients for this one.
I know a mix that each one's a double shot. You only give them 2. You threaten the third one. And if they're stupid enough to take the third one, it's their own fault.
Jared goes, "Hey, salad, atomic. That is all."
Nah.
Let me see if I can find
Of course,
this.
folks, the salad, which on my screen he's right here,
No, that's not the right.
on my 22nd birthday.
TKATs.
Go ahead, Roberto.
Silence at the bottom on my screen.
Yeah, but it's following. I think it follows my screen on the stream. So the salad's like right here, and on the bottom corner. But on my 22nd birthday,
Here's the story.
the drinks this man gave me, and it's not what he
I've-
gave me; it's when he gave them to me and in what order. By the end of the night, you all think I get drunk on either this show or Truckin' Show hardcore? This is child's play compared to what the salad has done to me. The fact that I was able to walk out of that bar was a godsend. Even the bartender's like, how the fuck is this guy still standing?
Well, if you want a drink that'll screw you up, you could always go with Carabulu. That's a drink that'll fuck you up.
Carabulu.
Mm-hmm.
Caraballoo.
For those who don't know what is the ingredients are in a Carabulu, it's 150. It's a half a fluid ounce of 151 proof rum, 1 ounce of coconut rum, 5 ounces of pineapple juice, 2 dashes of some sort of bitters here, and a pinch of nutmeg on top. And no, it's not the way that Tech 9 made it either.
Ooh.
Here.
Where is this?
Keep screen in chat posting the recipes. Let me just pull up a sticky note here and make one.
Oh, are you talking about your nukes?
Yes.
Oh god. They're good.
I mean,
they're good.
I
But
would-
they'll fuck you up in the long run.
I'd be brave enough to try it.
He gave me a double shot at the bar that night.
Ooh,
Yours was a neutron because they didn't have Hot Damn or Hot Damn 100.
Jesus Christ, man!
It still did a
Mother
number
of-
on me.
God. Speaking of which, it's time for another drink. Be right back.
Now you know why I have a cooler sitting literally right here.
Bet next best thing, a fridge around the corner.
But I got a mini fridge back here. Just gotta plug it in and see if it works. Which my beer capacity will go through the roof. Kathy, the best shot in the world, IMO, is a quick fuck.
And I apologize if I misspell Jägermeister. I'm just going to abbreviate it to Jaeger. Or Jaeger. However you say it.
Alrighty.
Jaeger or Jaeger. The fact that I'm trying to talk in my normal voice to keep the Irish from coming out, because I am starting to get to that point, is starting to be a little tricky.
Sorry, everyone, that I'm not being like 100% coherent. I was doing the contact form for the website. So if anybody wants to join the team, they just basically put their information and yeah. There's a small little contact form you go down.
And I know a lot of people don't like to hear about advocacy, and everybody's got their own opinion, and that's my philosophy as far as this community and this channel is that everybody has different opinions, everybody has different thoughts on what everything is, but at the same time, it never hurts to let the people know that don't hear about it know what's going on.
Right.
But and people that don't like advocacy, I'm not going to look at them any different. It's like, okay, they don't want to hear advocacy, but
Some people just don't want to hear it. Who just don't care. They just want to get their vaping products and they want to just get on with their lives. But unfortunately, we're at the point now where it's not just get on with your lives. You mean you either got to fight for it or you won't have it.
Right, but there's nothing wrong with just letting people know what is currently going on, and just what we think about it.
Well, so this so how I want it to be kind of laid out is whoever's gonna be joining the website, will be able to go and look at these articles and make that post, be like, the latest article, this is what I found. And then it just keeps going, showing that as much as it is in each country, state, whatever. Just to kind of show it's not just in one area, it's every area. Everybody has their reasoning why they're getting targeted. Us, it's because of those freaking cartridges. Where in another place, it's just because it's unethical. It's not a cigarette, so it's unethical, right?
You know what, though, TKAT? You want to know something?
Yes.
Doesn't matter how many flavors they ban, no matter how many models of e-cigarettes that they ban, those cartridges are going to be the only ones still around. They're not being effective because they're manufactured illegally.
Sad but true. Sad but true. Well, the best part is I think my Wi-Fi or my internet issue has been fixed. So
That's always a good sign.
Well, because the main line that goes to the internet from the box outside was the original line since this house was first built. So you're looking at a 22-year-old power line that was not crimped properly.
Ooh.
So the guy ran a brand new line in and actually crimped it to where it needed to go. So hopefully, because what was causing the cutoff was interference, or what they call EMIs. So hopefully what he did would cancel that out. Hold on. Let's see. But never hurts to let people know what goes on in the community, or in the industry. Sorry, words are starting to mix because my brain's floating.
Oh, I forgot some stuff on there.
My brain is floating in beer right now.
Wait.
Yeah, lightweight. To be fair, though, he went pretty far at my birthday party. Not as far as his, but let's see, what was it? 9 Angry Orchards by yourself?
9
boys?
9 Angry Orchards. I think I had 1 or 2 of your drink, which was Crown Royal and Monster.
No, I think you had 1. You had 1 of them, but of course, if I can remember that night, I had at least 3, maybe 4 Angry Orchards, and then 3 of my Crown and Monsters, double shots that night.
It also didn't help the fact that I was slamming the Angry Orchards.
Yeah, you were downing them like you were killing them like I killed tacos, dude.
Because the fact that I would go to the guy at the bar and order 3 of them, he'd pour me 1 and then hand it to me, and I drank that while the other 2 was being poured.
I remember seeing the look on the guy's face when you did that. He was like, "My God, man!" It was pretty funny on Roberto. Just seeing him, he goes,
Yeah.
wait for it, refill.
Okay.
Hands it back, and the dude's like, what the? Didn't I just fill that? He wasn't paying attention. Fills up the second one, gets to fill the third one, looks over and goes,
I put the first
wait a minute.
one.
Wait a minute. Didn't I fill this one? He goes, yeah, I just got done with it. He's like, my God, man.
I put the first one down and then grabbed the other two and walked back to the table.
Okay. I have it wrote up real quick with a little bit of story. So, share. I'll read it off to those that aren't looking at their phones. I made this drink as to take someone out of the party safely but quickly. Only give 2 to catch up to people. It's more of a chemical reaction when in the stomach. I've put many people praying in one location to another because of this drink. Only threaten the third, but if you must give the third, wait 5 to 15 minutes after you give third shot to see the results. And the names of the 3 shots with portions.
1 part hot damn with 1 part Jaeger for a fat boy. A little man is 1 part hot damn 100 in Jaeger, and then the neutron's fireball in Jaeger.
Equal parts, double shot. So good, yet devastating.
Yeah, you did a number on me at at my local bar here in my town. The fact that when I got home, my friend that had to drive me home had to help me to my front door.
You also had an Irish car bomb and how many beers? There was a lot of reactions going on in your stomach that night.
Let's just say that there was, I think I had almost every single liquor on that shelf.
Damn.
Mind to
Had a
rate.
holy bartender.
Huh?
I don't think you had a holy bartender.
Well, let's see. It was a Mind Eraser, a Three Wise Men, a Rumple Mint, the Irish Car Bomb, a bunch of beer, and all the stuff you gave me.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff in there.
On top of the 3 shots of Jack and the Georgia Peach, the Neutron. But the fact that I was still standing afterwards, people are sitting there going, people are saying either he can handle his alcohol or he's just that stubborn to quit. But damn. Oh, what a night. But see, going on
2 hours.
Huh?
We're almost going on 2 hours. We're
So,
at 11:20 right now.
Yeah, because it was about 35 after when we officially went live. Don't want to do that. But all right, folks, I'm actually going to go ahead and end the show here. But I want to say thank you, everybody who tuned in to watch. Very much appreciated. Go check out TKAT on TKATs Corner, as far as also her Sunday show, Neutral Talk, which is at, 9:30 Eastern Time?
Yes.
All right, 9:30 Eastern Time. So click the link that she put in for her channel and go watch it on tomorrow night. Go check out Roberto. He is also a reviewer. And you will also see the salad, if the salad will allow, possibly on Twitch.
Possibly.
Normally, if you follow TKAT on Twitch, you'll more than likely see him on there.
No, we're not in a relationship at all.
I can't believe all the questions you two get, especially in my chat. The fact that we made this perfectly clear, like a long time ago.
Hey,
We are
people,
a couple.
It's like asking a certain reviewer if he's gay or not.
But guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already.
Are you gay, Roberto?
No.
Had to.
I'm talking about another reviewer. Matt knows what I'm talking about. Anyway, go ahead, man.
But does anybody have any closing statements they'd like to say?
Battery safety, know where your bottles are, know if there's little ones around. Keep your bottles capped. Keep them out of reach.
TKAT, any closing statements?
For anybody that is going to come on my Sunday show on Neutral Talk, I'll see you then at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Roberto, closing statement, if you have one.
Don't use THC cards illegally. Vape safely. That's it.
Danker, do you have a closing statement?
He might want to unmute himself.
Thing is, he's not muted. I think his...
Oh, my bad.
There we go.
Don't do drugs. Stay in school.
Dave's not here, man.
But I'm going to basically follow up Salad's comment. So yes, know your barrier safety, know your ohms, know your devices. Always keep track of your juices and your devices from little ones. And remember, it don't matter what you vape as long as you're not smoking. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to amend that one. It matters if you bought it from a reputable source and you are using the right atomizer for the right liquid.
But in that circumstance, then yes, doesn't matter what you vape. Doesn't matter if your device is $50 or $100 or $1,000.
Or $20.
I just want to say hashtag fuck Jewel. Had to throw that in there.
Hashtag fuck a duck.
But guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. And we'll catch you guys next weekend. Dysfunctional Family signing off.
Salad is a faggot.
Bang!